This being May 2012, and May being Mental Health Month. Um, to those that I think need to know, and those and in conversation, um, I have been very blunt. I've made no bones, and not at all been shy about the fact that I myself have had therapy repeatedly. Um, the first time I went into therapy was not by choice. Uh, a friend of mine, who was a really good friend of mine, if not my best friend, decided that it would be cool and awesome to hit me in the ear with a rock. And it's not, but kids are kids. I believe it was lunch, and we were out on the playground, but we hadn't really started doing anything yet. We were kind of milling around, or we were getting ready to come in, or something. I don't know exactly. But he hit me in the ear with a rock. I was actually pretty well stunned because it was totally unexpected. I'm not that kind of guy. Never have been. Um, he would have got away. If it had been up to me, he would have got away. But I reached up, felt my ear, and when I pulled my hand down, it was covered in blood. Well, this all happened within seconds of each other, right? But so while I'm pulling my hand down to look at it, he decides that it's okay to, besides hitting me in the ear with a rock, he laughed and ran away. Um, he's a tall, lanky kid. He's always had long legs. I'm not. Short, fat kid, which at that time was actually kind of new because I was not the fat kid before that. Um, but you know, puberty does strange things to you. Um, when I saw the blood and looked back up, I saw him looking at my face, looking me in the eye, and laughing about what he had done, about the pain he had inflicted, the harm he had done. But he knew that it was wrong because he was running away. He got maybe 2.5 strides away total. That, well, I think. I don't know. Before. No, it was like 2.5 strides before I reacted. Um, and we were on the playground. There were other kids around. Better than mine. Everything went red. If you've ever seen them put the red filter on a spotlight, that's exactly what happened. I could still see everything, but everything was red. Then it went black. I don't know what happened after that. When I came to awareness, his lips were blue, my hands were on his throat, he was going to die. I don't even remember being pulled off of him. That's all I remember is seeing him there on the ground underneath me, lips blue, going to die. I had no option. I went to therapy, and it was a good thing. It helped a lot. Um, to my knowledge, I wasn't diagnosed with anything. You know, on top of that, my life had been falling apart for a pretty long time, and was only recently, at that point, starting to come back together, because we had just moved, and I'd gotten a new dad, blah blah blah. But that was actually a really good year in certain ways. Therapy helped a lot. And oh yes, I abused it. All I had to do when I was bored out of my fucking mind, or just absolutely fed up with whoever or whatever was going on in class that day, or that period, all I had to do was pack my shit, say, I'm going to the counselor, bye. And yes, I abused it. I wandered the school, and if anyone asked, I was on my way to the counselor, even if I was on the other end of the building. It helped. It really did. You would think nearly dying would learn somebody something. You know, unfortunately it doesn't sometimes, or frequently, as the case may be. This guy, who I had tried to make peace with, we were starting to not necessarily become friends again, but be more friendly. We were kind of hanging out a little bit. He decides to hit me in the ear again near the end of the year. And this time I remember the event. I remember what happened. It was still uncontrollable rage. I could not stop. He was going to die. Good for him. The other kids on the playground were a lot quicker on the draw. Because, you know, they realized, oh shit, he don't play. After that, I didn't really have much problem in junior high. I know some people who had it really, really rough. I didn't. Because they knew if they gave me shit, I'd just fucking kill them. I'm that guy. And my beliefs reflect that. Yeah, no. I don't leave a quarter. Not once you get me there. Anyway, that was the beginning of my experience in life with therapy. It's highly a good thing. Or it can be. It can also be very destructive. You have to pay attention to what you need, and you have to do your research. That's the way it works. So, for now, that's all.